chase that Chattanooga freight. Couple of kids in a Chevrolet. Catch a little air when we cross the tracks. Sipping on something from a paper stack. You hang your shirt on that maple limb. Slipping through the moon to the river bend. Wasn't very long, I was jumping in. I guess I'm still doing now what I was doing then. Chasing you like a shot of whiskey. Burning, going down, burning, going down. Chasing you like those goodbye tail lights. Headed west to anywhere out of this nowhere town. Chasing that freedom, chasing that feeling that got gone too soon. Chasing that you and me, I only see in my review. Till I'm laying here tonight, holding someone new. Still chasing you, still chasing you. You always used to talk about LA. I heard you got as far as Santa Fe. Well, you know I tried to track you down. I only got as far as Guitar Town. Singing about a girl I used to know. Well, you should know that I haven't given up. I'm just on your radio. Chasing you like a shot of whiskey. Burning, going down, burning, going down. Chasing you like those goodbye tail lights. Headed west to anywhere out of this nowhere town. Chasing that freedom, chasing that feeling that got gone too soon. Chasing that you and me, I only see in my review. Till I'm laying here tonight, holding someone new. Still chasing you, still chasing you. Chasing you like a shot of whiskey. Burning, going down, burning, going down. Chasing you like those goodbye tail lights. Headed west to anywhere out of this nowhere town. Chasing that freedom, chasing that feeling that got gone too soon. Chasing that you and me, I only see in my review. Till I'm laying here tonight, holding someone new. Still chasing you, still chasing you, still chasing you.
We're live Thursday night. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV and to the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Thursday Night Thunder returns, and this time it is week number 9 of the summer evening. Good evening, race fans. Brett Willer with you for the call as we get ready to tackle Lanier National Speedway. Two races on the program for the dirt side of things before we move into the NASCAR Next Gen Cup Series. But for now, the small block modifieds will tackle this 3/8 of a mile racetrack. We're not too far away from rolling into what will be the first heat race of the night. Looking at 2 heat races, a total of 13 drivers have signed into the pit area as we get ready for what is week number 9. And coming off a very, very successful week last week at the Knoxville Raceway with the Mike Westbrook Memorial.
Go ahead and roll this over.
For the Mike Westbrook Memorial 360 Knoxville Nationals, as we are now ready to go racing here from Lanier National Speedway. Checkered flag is about to be thrown, and there it is. Checkered flag will be thrown here in the practice session. We get ready for the first of 2 heat races on the program. Again, no qualifying, all randomized. And now we are looking at heat race number 1 lineup and the 7 cars to take to the racetrack. Let's take a look at how they line up on the pole position. It's going to be the 513 car of Jeffrey Barker on pole. To the outside of the front row, in car number 25, Gary Sigelco from position number 2. Rolling off inside the second row from position number 3 with the 32 car of Anthony Morano. To the outside, the 18 machine of Logan Wentz will start from position number 4. From position number 5, will be car number 39 of Patrick Spangler. To the outside, driving the 218 machine, Kurt Schatzer from 6. And rolling off in the 7th starting position in what is normally the number 97, the KISS 97 entry, that is Butch Baker. Heat race number 1, rolling off around Lanier National Speedway. Week number 9 of your Thursday Night Thunder Gambler Motorsports summer season. Safety car about to pull in field. We go racing Lanier National Speedway, Gambler Motorsports, Thursday Night Thunder. Welcome back to Lanier. It'll be green flag down into turn number 1 and 2. Parker's going to have the race lead, but here comes Morano. Morano looking now for the number one position. Lap number 1, 8 laps is on the board. Lap 1 will go to Anthony Morano. Spangler rolls the inside of the racetrack as well. Barker back there in second position. Sigelco in the 25 upstairs. Spangler now almost going to go 3 wide with Logan Wentz trying to come through the middle. Here comes Butch Baker now. Baker working the inside of a 3 wide battle. Wentz through the middle. Sigelco to the outside. Now Sigelco to the outside of Spangler. Wentz still trying to make the middle part of the raceway work. 3 down, 5 to run. A little bit of contact there on the front straightaway. We're still 3 wide. Baker, Wentz, Sigelco now with Sigelco and Wentz. Here comes Sigelco after the 39 car of Patrick Spangler. Cross flag sticks around 4 down, 4 to run for Anthony Morano leading the way over Jeffrey Barker in that number 513 machine. Spangler, you've got some company to the outside down into turn number 3. Spangler trying not to get swallowed up, but Sigelco on the outside. Boy, I tell you what, he's making it work upstairs. Couple of different racing lines here at Lanier National Speedway. Good battle on for 3rd, 4th and 5th position. 2 laps left to run for your race leader, the 32 car of Anthony Morano. Still watching Sigelco, Wentz and Spangler. Here comes Schatzer now, going to try and make it a 4-way battle for 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th position. Baker back there in 7th, the white flag is out, 1 lap left to run. Heat race number 1 of the evening. Anthony Morano back straight away for the final time into turn number 3. And up for turn number 4, here he is, Anthony Morano going to start on pole of your 30-lap main event. Second will go to Jeffrey Barker. Let's take a look at heat race number 1 results up on screen. Morano gets the win from Barker. In second, Spangler, Sigelco, Wentz, your top 5. Schatzer and Baker make up the 7 cars in heat race number 1. Heat number 2 will line up like this, and on the pole position with the 63 car of Joseph Mosso. Bob the Good in the 7 car will start from position number 2. Position number 3 with the 11 car of Kelly Wheeler. Position number 4, the 007 of Michael Vecchio. Position number 5, third and final row inside the 83 of Dylan Kinsey. To the outside, the Super Dirt Car Series Venom Racing, car number 9 of Brian Lawson. So heat number 2, final heat race of the night. Safety car should move in field and we should be getting ready to go racing here at Lanier National Speedway. Gambler Motorsports, Thursday Night Thunder with summer season. Week number 9, we're back underway. Heat race number 2. Back underway with some racing action with your 358 small block modifieds. They're good to the outside now, looking for that race lead. Lap number 1 will belong to Joseph Mosso. To good. Then you go back to Wheeler, Vecchio, Kinsey and Lawson. Side by side for second and third position. Wheeler to the inside now. Will take over the runner-up position, but here comes Bob De Good. Working right above the slick line through turn number 1 and 2. Loses a little bit of ground. Back to the 11 car of Kelly Wheeler. Wheeler still in the runner-up position. De Good got Michael Vecchio in the 007, but now here comes the 83 car of Dylan Kinsey. Kinsey rolls the inside of the racetrack, as does the 9 car behind him. Brian Lawson back in position number 6. De Good still working it up to the top of the racetrack through turn number 1 and 2, finding some momentum now. We'll come to the 3 laps left to run. Heat race number 2. De Good closing in on Kelly Wheeler for the runner-up position. It was Wheeler who took it away from De Good on what was the second lap, but I tell you what, De Good, he's found some speed up there right now, and Bob De Good, oh boy, up there, upstairs and high, wide and handsome through turn number 3 and 4. They work their way through 1 and 2. A lap and a half to go for your race leader, Joseph Mosso. This heat race will line up the outside row for the main event. White flag is out. 1 lap left to go for Mosso. Wheeler De Good. Then you go back to Vecchio, Kinsey and Lawson. You can throw a blanket over 3rd, 4th and 5th, but we go down into turn number 3 and 4. Final time, oh boy, Bob De Good gets into the back of Wheeler. Wheeler's going to lose 3 positions. Kelly Wheeler going to lose 3 positions. We'll take a look at your results. Here it is. Mosso, De Good, Vecchio, Kinsey, Wheeler and Lawson. We'll take a quick break here on Ultimate Dirt TV and on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Come back with your main event on the other side of this. Quick commercial break.
How about the reverse for Lucy Olsen? She has her first point.
Yeah, Lucy Olsen, talented sophomore.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV and on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. It is Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder Summer Season Week number 9 from Lanier National Speedway, 3/8 mile racetrack, and coming off a very successful Mike Westbrook Memorial 360 Knoxville Nationals presented by the Steve King Foundation just last week. We get ready for your main event as we take a look at your starting grid. Starting on the pole position of your 30-lap main event tonight with the 32 car of Anthony Morano. Joseph Mosso, the 63, will start from position number 2. Rolling off the second row inside, position number 3 with a 513 car of Jeffrey Barker to the outside. Bob DeGood in car 7 from 4. Starting position number 5, the Training Wheels Racing car number 39 machine of Patrick Spangler to the outside. The 007, Michael Vecchio, will start from position number 6. From 7 with a 25 car for Venom Racing of Gary Siegel-Coe to the outside. The 83 car from position number 8, that is Dylan Kinsey. From 9 will be the 18 car of Logan Wentz to the outside. From 10 will be the 11 car, of Kelly Wheeler. You go back to row 6 inside, position number 11 with a 218 of Kurt Schatzer to the outside. The 9 of Brian Lawson from 12. And Butch Baker in the KISS 97 machine will start from position number 13. We get ready. We are one more time around the racing.com official page, or the safety car I should say. And week number 9 of your Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder. Small block modifieds at 358. Thanks to Top Notch Trucking Catalytic Recovery. We are ready to go racing here at Lanier National Speedway. 30 laps on the board. Let's get dirty for 30 here at Lanier National Speedway. We're underway. Down into 1 and 2, Morano and Mosso work wheel to wheel. Mosso's got the run down the back straight away. Morano fights back on the inside. You battle for the race lead side by side for an entire lap. Who's going to have it? Joseph Mosso will lead lap number 1. Morano still not giving up the inside line, not without a fight just yet. Boy, good 2-lane of racing so far in the opening couple of laps. We've seen it all night, in fact, from the 2 heat races. And now to the start of your 30-lap main event. Mosso, Morano, wheel to wheel. Mosso's got the advantage in car number 63. Joseph Mosso from the outside of the front row. Heat race number 2 winner up against heat race number 1 winner. Again, they still go side by side. Mosso's got the advantage. Barker holding on to position number 3 from Bob DeGood. Spangler working back there in position number 5. Then you go back to Logan Wentz in 6. 7th to be Kurt Schatzer. Gary Siegel-Coe. Working back behind them is the 007 of Michael Vecchio, Dylan Kinsey. They go 3 wide through turn number 1 and 2. 3 wide off turn 2 and down the back straight away. Brian Lawson, the Super Nerd Car Series Venom Racing number 9 machine, trying to work his way through this field, trying to be a little bit patient at the start of this main event. 2 by 2 towards the back end of or right around the top 10. Spangler drifts up. Logan Wentz down to the inside move. Logan Wentz to a top 5 finish at the moment. 6 down, 24 to go for your race leader of Joseph Mosso. Half a second lead over Anthony Morano. Back there in position number 2. Jeffrey Barker in 3rd. Then you go back to DeGood in 4th. And this battle for 5, 6, and 7 right now. Logan Wentz on the inside and the 18. To the outside is the 39 car, Patrick Spangler. And just behind them is the 18. Well, the 218 car of Kurt Schatzer. Schatzer watching Spangler and Wentz go wheel to wheel down the back straight away. 9 laps into the books here at Lanier National Speedway. One third of the race distance is complete. Joseph Mosso in car number 63 looking to pick up the feature win here in the small block modifieds at Lanier National Speedway. Spangler's back up to position number 5 now, coming after Bob DeGood for that 4th place on the racetrack. Well, I tell you what, he's almost making quick work of Bob DeGood as he looks to go around the outside. Meanwhile, Kurt Schatzer in the 218 machine, he's been working the low side. Logan Wentz caught the wall on the back straightaway. Let me tell you, Logan, it does not move. Top 3 have spread themselves out. Mosso, Morano, and Barker. They go 1, 2, and 3. It's a 1.2 second gap. Back from Jeffrey Barker, back to Patrick Spangler in that 4th position, watching DeGood and Schatzer. DeGood comes up the racetrack, he gets a little tight, drifts way upstairs on the exit of turn number 2. He'll lose 5th position, now he's going to lose 6 as he'll go back to 7th. As Kurt Schatzer, Logan Wentz, they both got on by. Meanwhile, Dylan Kinsey in the 83 going to battle it out side by side through turn number 1 and 2 with the 9 car of Brian Lawson. Lawson sitting in that 9th position at the moment. Let's take a look who is gaining the most spots for the moment. Kurt Schatzer, he is +6. Brian Lawson. Lawson is +4. Then you go back to Logan Wentz, Butch Baker, both up +3 positions. Another lap into the books. Oh no, DeGood catches the wall on the back straightaway again. He's now almost going to fall outside of the top 10. In fact, will fall outside the top 10. We are past half race distance. Make it 12 laps left to run for your race leader, the 63 car of Joseph Mosso. Watching the 39 car of Spangler. Through the middle of the racetrack into turn number 1 and 2. He's got the 218 car of Kurt Schatzer. Your battle for 4th and 5th position right now heads up and heating up into turn number 3 and 4. Little slider there from Schatzer on Spangler. And now here comes Logan Wentz. Logan Wentz looking for a top 5 here in the small block, the 358 modified portion of your Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder Series. 20 down, 10 laps left to run for your race leader. Joseph Mosso has led since the drop of the green flag. Those opening 3.5 laps between Joseph Mosso and Anthony Morano, where they went side by side, where the advantage was given to the outside car of Joseph Mosso. Now single-digit laps remaining is all that separates Joseph Mosso and a feature win here at Lanier National Speedway. Morano in the runner-up position. 8 laps left to run, so essentially a heat race distance away from this feature race wrapping up. And there is a race leader of Joseph Mosso. The 25 car of Gary Sigelco. First car looking to potentially go a lap down. Although, as I say that, he may not get to the back of him. Again, the field pretty much just spread out right now, with what will be 6 laps left to run. Vecchio, so it's the battle of the 7 and the 007 of Vecchio on the outside. DeGood back there in position number 12. There is Gary Sigelco in the 25, but coming off for turn number 4, the Fast Eddie's car number 63 car of Joseph Mosso. 25 down, 5 laps left to run. Could this be a race that goes flag to flag, green to checker, all the way through? Well, I tell you what, we're 4 laps away from that race happening right now. Morano venturing upstairs into turn number 1 and 2. He's had to try a different line. The gap, as you can see, is about 2.5, 2.6 seconds. It just goes out to 2.7 just for a little bit. Lap times right now in the low 15s to high 14s. Mosso was a full 10th quicker than Anthony Morano on the previous lap. 2 laps left to run for the 63 car of Joseph Mosso. He's got a choice to make. Does he try and pull up alongside the 25 of Gary Sigelco, knowing that, well, he could either put him a lap down, or he's just got to hope that Sigelco does not make the mistake. And just as we were coming to the white flag, Kurt Schatzer going to go around in turn number 1 and 2. Oh, a little bit of a helping hand there by the 18 car of Logan Wentz. The 83 car of Dylan Kinsey also involved in that one. So watching from above the racetrack, and this is probably going to be a very, very good view of what happened here. Just a little bump to the left rear quarter panel, sending the 218 car around. Baker caught a little piece of the action as well. But how about this? We were about to go to the white flag. We're about to go flag to flag in the 358 modifieds here at Lanier National Speedway. But we come to yellow. And we now have a 2-lap sprint, a green-white checker. Two to run. Can Joseph Mosso hold on for a win here at Lanier National Speedway? Or will Anthony Morano, will Jeffrey Barker, will they steal it from him at the line? Time will tell. Safety car about to pull infield. We're about to go back racing once again here at Lanier National Speedway. Mosso in the 63, Morano in the 32, Parker in the 513. Green flag is out. 2 laps around Lanier National Speedway. Keep an eye on Morano. Has he got enough tyres left on the rear of that 32 car to make a challenge for the race lead? Boy, I tell you what, he's going to pick up 3/10 of a second on the final lap. One final time. Meanwhile, here comes Logan Wentz to the outside on Parker. It's not going to matter in the turn of 3 and 4 for the final time. Joseph Mosso going to pick up the 358 modified portion of the evening. The main event will go to Joseph Mosso. Second will go to Morano. What a way to wrap up what will be the first of 3 races here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. But Joseph Mosso gets the win in overtime from Anthony Morano second, Logan Wentz third, Spangler grabs fourth, Jeffrey Barker rounds out your top 5. 6 will go to Brian Lawson, Butch Baker in 7th, Kelly Wheeler in 8th, Michael Vecchio 9th, Bob DeGood rounds out your top 10, Dylan Kinsey in 11th, 12th will be Gary Sigel and Kurt Schatz, the man that brought on the caution. Well, the man that had been turned for that caution will come over 2 laps down in position number 13. We'll go trackside now, and we're going to chat to your top 3 here in this one. We just wait for him to get out of the virtual cockpits of the race car, and here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Home in 3rd place tonight will be the 18 car of Logan Wentz. Logan, congratulations on the 3rd place finish here tonight. And, well, we almost got to overtime, but we had a little incident there in turn number 1 and 2. But in a green-white checker, you come home 3rd place. You've got to be happy with how that one finished up.
I'm not really too happy about that because I'm the one that brought that caution out. I bumped shots, so I got a little bit of a run on him, and I got to apologize to him for it.
Man, I thought we were going to go green to checker. This racetrack, pretty slick on the bottom, but most of the people working it right through the slick, it didn't look like it was starting to take rubber just yet, but I guess these small block modifieds, the shortest way around this racetrack is the fastest.
Yeah, I guess so. I was running the bottom a little bit. I was spinning on the tires a little bit too much coming off, so I moved up to the slick, and it kind of just started to work out for me.
Well, Logan, congratulations on this 3rd place finish here in the 358 modified portion of the Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder Summer Season Week number 9 here at Lanier National Speedway. Before we let you go, of course, sponsors, shout-outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes this happen for you in the 18 car?
I got to thank this to Morano Racing and all of our sponsors, Gears Unlimited, and a few others. It's been a while since I've been in the booth. I'm stumbling over myself.
You know what? It happens, buddy. Logan, congratulations on 3rd place. We'll hopefully see you back in the big mock modifieds very shortly.
Hopefully, I'll be back up here.
There we go. Logan Wentz home in 3rd place. Home in 2nd place tonight. He started on the pole, but unfortunately did not lead any laps. It's going to be the 32 car of Anthony Morano. Anthony, congratulations on the runner-up finish. And, well, you had a shot there right at the end, but unfortunately not enough to get this car up on the top step of the podium. But 2nd place is going to have to do for tonight, Anthony.
Yeah, man, I was trying. I think if I had another couple laps there, I think Joseph did a hell of a job. He smoked me there the whole race, but I think he baked his tires a little bit, and I would have had something for him if we had like 5 laps or so to go. But yeah, I mean, he was quick. Nothing I can do for him.
Matt, we move on to the big blocks. Do you take anything from the track state here tonight and sort of get ready to play in the big blocks, or is it just a totally different ball game?
With the power and torque difference, it'll be different. You can run the top a little bit more with a big block than you can a small block. So we'll give it a whirl, see what we come up with.
Anthony, congratulations on the run-up finish. Again, before we let you go, an opportunity to thank everybody involved in this 32 car.
My wife Sherry, Gears Unlimited, Hi Mom Len, Super Dirt Car Series, JT Screen Printing, Kelly and Logan, my teammates, and Randy. Brett, you for posting us up in Coast to Coast.
There we go, guys. Anthony Morano home in second spot. Your runner-up and your winner tonight, driving car number 63 of Joseph Mosso. Joseph, congratulations on the win. You lead all 30 laps here in the 358 Modifieds, not without a late race caution. And I thought, just as you were coming out of turn 4 there before that yellow come out, I thought we were going to go green to checker, but overtime looms. But you have enough to hold on, and you pick up your win here here at Lanier.
Yeah, I did not want to see that caution. I was just trying to hit my marks and roll the bottom, and I wasn't going to pass Gary because I had a big gap behind me, so I didn't want to make a dumb mistake and wreck myself. And I was like, all right, just one more lap. And then the caution came out, and I knew all I had to do was get a good jump off the start and hold that bottom. And Anthony got close, but I was just able to edge it out right there.
Hey, what was going through your mind there, just as you were coming to get the green flag on that on what was going to be that final restart, and talk us what it was like, during those last 2 laps as well?
The first thought was don't hit the inside wall and just do what you did for the last 28 laps. And yeah, I just had to focus and not get in my head too much. And yeah, I was able to hold off Anthony and get that dub.
Joseph, congratulations on the win. Before we let you go, of course, and celebrate this little victory before we get into the big block modifieds, an opportunity to thank everybody on this 63K and everybody behind the scenes that makes this possible for you.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the GKM boys, Main Street Auto, Fast Eddie's Hot Rods, you for a great broadcast, and Coast to Coast for a great league.
Joseph, congratulations on the win. We'll see you back in the big block modifieds very shortly.
Thank you.
All right, top 3 is done. Congratulations to Joseph Mosso. You're winning here from Lanier National Speedway. He picked up the win over Anthony Morano in second. Logan Wentz grabs a 3rd place finish. We're not done with just yet. We've still got your big block modifieds to come. So with that being said, we'll take this opportunity to step aside here on Ultimate Dirt TV and on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. You're watching Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder Summer Season Week number 9 here at Lanier National Speedway. Thanks to top-notch trucking, catalytic recovery, and flatline racing bodies. We'll be back in just a few short moments. Back in a few short moments with your big block modified portion of the night.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our weekly race chat.
Adam Ross and Clinton Jeffrey are live and interactive every Tuesday night. Rivals Race Chat is your home for race discussion, debate, news, interviews, and more. They'll even take your questions and comments live on the air and talk to some of the newsmakers each week. Tune in every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on GeForce TV.
For Lucy Olsen, she has her first point.
Yeah, Lucy Olsen, talented sophomore.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV and to the Coast to Coast Racing Network. It is now time we turn our attention to the Big Block Modifieds as we get set for night or race number 2 of 3, your Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder Series from Lanier National Speedway, followed up by the NASCAR Next Gen Cup Series. Will make their way to, I've got no idea where, but I'm sure Travis will have all that information in probably about 30 minutes time as we get ready. We're not too far away from rolling off into heat race number 1 here for the big block modifieds. Again, we appreciate your support here on Ultimate Dirt TV and on the Coast to Coast Racing Network for what is week number 9 of the summer season. Again, we're at Lanier National Speedway and just coming off your 358 modified main event, which seen the 63 of Joseph Mosso get the win from Anthony Morano in car number 32. And then in third place was the 18 car of Logan Wentz. So, again, we just wait for race control to give us the signal to get ready for what will be the first of 2 heat races on the program. 2 heats on the program, then we'll have now let's just to clarify, these drivers are in the practice session at the moment. We'll have 2 heats, 8 laps will be the distance. Everybody to the show, as we've got 14 drivers, so 2 7-car heat races, no consolation race required. There'll be a 3-minute warm-up session. Right after that warm-up session is done, we will roll into our 30-lap main event. I think for some reason they're at Michigan tonight. That's what I'm getting the feeling of. But with that being said, hopefully, again, we're not too far away from rolling on. So what we'll do, we're just going to take a quick break here on Ultimate Dirt TV and on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. And in fact, just as I say that, we are getting ready to roll into heat race number 1. Let's take a look at how they line up here. Again, randomized heat races here. So heat number 1. On the pole position is going to be the 83 car of Dylan Kinsey. To the outside of the front row, the 007 of Michael Vecchio. Row number 2 to the inside, the 161 of Terry Landis. To the outside, the 18, Logan Wentz from 4. From 5 with the 32 car of Anthony Morano. From 6 with the 25 of Gary Sigelco. And the 11 of Kelly Wheeler lines up out of position number 11. Heat number 1, 7 cars on the racetrack, ready to do battle here at Lanier National Speedway. All right, there we go. Safety car is in. Here we go. Heat number 1, Kinsey and Vecchio, big block modified. Heat racing action underway here at Lanier National Speedway. Kinsey leads down the back straight away. A lot more horsepower in the big block modifieds than what we just seen in your small block 358s. To the outside of turn number 1 and 2 goes the 18 of Logan Wentz, trying to get by Michael Vecchio. Oh, look how Vecchio got a little crossed up there on the exit of turn number 4. Logan Wentz had to take evasive action. Terry Landis, into the wall in turn number 1 and 2. No yellows just yet. Looks like we'll stay green for the moment. Vecchio in third. Logan Wentz trying to come after Dylan Kinsey. You're looking at what was 9/10 of a second. On the previous lap, Logan Wentz was almost a 10th quicker than Dylan Kinsey, a race leader. Let's see what it is this time. Very similar. 2 1,000ths of a second was separating. In fact, both drivers into the 14.5s at the moment. Wentz with 3 to run, trying to track down your race leader, the 83 car of Dylan Kinsey. Vecchio in third, Morano 4, Sigelco 5th, Wheeler in 6th, and Landis in 7th. Your leader is still the 83 car with 2 to run of Dylan Kinsey, but I'll tell you what, here comes the 18. Logan Wentz, I think time's going to run out. He might be able to get to the back of him. I don't think he's going to have enough to pass him, though. White flag is out. 3.5 tenths of a second lead for Dylan Kinsey. It closes right down to 2 tenths of a second on the entry down into turn number 1, but it will not matter, should not matter. Through turn number 3, off for turn number 4. Dylan Kinsey wins heat race number 1. Second will go to Logan Wentz. Third at the line is getting Michael Vecchio. Anthony Morano, Kelly Wheeler battled it out for 4th and 5th position. Let's take a look at those results. Wheeler will grab 4th, Morano 5th, Sigelco 6th, and Lannis in 7th. Heat number 2 lining up like this. And on the pole position with the Training Wheels Racing, number 39 machine of Patrick Spangler. To the outside, the Super Dirt Car Series Venom Racing, car number 9. From position number 2, it's Brian Lawson. From position number 3 with the Kiss 97 of Butch Baker. From 4, the 513 Mega Plumbing entry of Jeffrey Barker. From 5 with the 63 car for Fast Danny's entry, that is Joseph Mosso. To the outside from 6, at Apple Auto Parts, car number 7 of Bob DeGood. And from 7, the 218 Dirt Track Bank GY6 Ren. 218 of Kurt Schatzer lines up out of position number 7. Safety car rolls down the back straight away. Heat number 2, pace car is in. Spangler and Lawson on a front row for heat race number 2. Green flag is out, final heat of the big block modifieds. We work down into turn number 1 and 2. Spangler's got the run, but I tell you what, here comes Lawson with a huge run down the back straight away. Lawson and Spangler side by side. Lap number 1, I think Lawson had it. Boy, that was too close to call between them. Lawson's got the run down the back straight away. Spangler still trying to make that inside groove work. Truck not taking rubber just yet on the low side. There's still plenty up stairs to offer. Right through the slick and sliding up goes Brian Lawson. And the battle is back on for the race lead. Spangler trying to make it work right on the inside line here at Lanier National Speedway. 3 down, 5 to run. Heat race number 2. After these next 5 laps, we will have a warm-up session where we'll take an ad break and come back with your 30-lap main event, but we're still going to get through the final 4 laps of competition. Lawson still leads away from Spangler. Here comes Baker in the 97. You were so used to seeing him in that purple number 97 entry, now going with the Kiss 97 entry. All over the back of Spangler through turn number 3 and 4. 3 to run. Spangler trying that inside line once again on Brian Lawson. Boy, I tell you what, he's good on the entry down into 1 and 3. But it's that exit speed that he lacks off 2 and 4. That is helping the 9 car of Brian Lawson. 2 laps left to run. Heat race number 2. Lawson, Spangler, Baker. Here is Joseph Mosso in the 63. Kurt Schatzer not too far away. The top 5 are separated by about 1 second. White flag is out, 1 to go. Spangler's gone upstairs into turn number 1 and 2, trying something different, and he may just give up second. They go down into 3 and 4, final time. Heat race number 2. Brian Lawson win. Butch Baker going to come home second. Schatzer nearly stole 3rd of the line. Heat 2 results coming up on screen. Lawson gets the win over Baker. Spangler 3rd, back to Schatzer in 4th. Mosso rounds out your top 5 to Good in 6th, and Barker in position number 7. We'll take a quick break here on Ultimate Dirt TV and on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. It is now time for your 30-lap main event on the other side of this quick commercial break.
How about the reverse for Lucy Olsen? She has her first point.
Yeah, Lucy Olsen, talented sophomore.
And we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV and on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. We welcome you back to Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder from Lanier National Speedway. We are getting ready for the main event here as we take a look at your starting lineup from front to back. Dylan Kinsey and Brian Lawson in row number 1. Row number 2 will be Logan Wentz and Butch Baker. Row 3 inside outside, Michael Vecchio alongside Patrick Spangler. Row 4 will be Kelly Wheeler and Kurt Schatzer. Row 5, Anthony Morano and Joseph Mosso. Those two drivers ran first and second in the 358 modified to Sport Block modified just a few moments ago. Row number 6 is going to be Gary Sigelco and Bob DeGood. And row 7 will be Terry Landis and Jeffrey Barker. A field of 14 drivers circulating around this 3/8 of a mile racetrack, Lanier National Speedway. For week number 9 of the Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder Series. The lights are out on the iRacing.com pace truck. The safety car, I should say. Week number 9. Again, coming up, a very successful week last week for the 4th annual Mike Westbrook Memorial 360 Knoxville Nationals presented by the Steve King Foundation. We now turn our attention back to weekly competition. 30 laps on the board. Big block modified main event. Let's get dirty for 30. We are racing here at Lanier National Speedway, and it'll be a drag race between Kinsey and Lawson. Down the front straightaway, down the back straightaway, I should say. Kinsey and Lawson. Oh, Logan Wentz goes around. We're going to go yellow. Brian Lawson will lead lap number 1. Oh, we're not going yellow just yet. Poor old Logan Wentz. Now going to find himself nearly a full lap behind. And he's going to have to require some yellow flags if he wants to get back a bit of a chance. 3 wide down into turn number 3 and 4. Meanwhile, challenges on for the race lead, Kinsey and Lawson. Lawson trying to make it work right through the middle of the racetrack through turn number 3 and 4. Trying to get a run on that Swan Speed Shop number 83 machine. Sigelco going back to the pit area. 3 down, make it 4 down, 26 to go. Watching now Baker and Schatzer. Baker's got third at the line. Schatzer, look at this. A bottom and a middle line already here in the early parts of this main event. Schatzer to the outside on Baker. Baker will have the run on the inside of turn number 4. Here comes Schatzer winding up. Look at Brian Lawson. You just seen him there on screen. He went right upstairs to the concrete wall in turn number 1 and 2. It's a second lead right now for Dylan Kinsey over Brian Lawson. Again, you can just see Lawson right upstairs trying to keep the wheels in the moisture upstairs, but who knows if that is going to be the fastest way around this 3/8 of a mile racetrack. Wheeler getting a little tight now to the outside. Michael Vecchio. Joseph Mosso on the inside. They were 3 wide down the front straightaway. 3 wide down into turn number 1 off turn 2. Wheeler and Vecchio wheel to wheel. Vecchio getting a little tight there on the entry down into turn number 3. Wheeler will have position 5 at the line. Vecchio back to 6th. Mosso 7th. How about Barker? From the 14th starting position, he's up to position number 8. He's gone +6 in what has been 8, make it 9 completed laps. And Barker in the 513, the Mega Plumbing Bilstein entry. Boy, looking good in the early parts of this main event. He's gone through nearly half of this field. Barker now in, or challenging for that 7th position. Morano now following the 513 car of Barker on the bottom side. Baker still trying to fend off the challenge right now from Kurt Schatzer in the 218 machine. Watching the 25 of Gary Sigelco. He is a few laps down, 3 laps down as you can see, just stayed on the top side of the racetrack. Now 3 wide. You're looking at Wheeler through the middle. On the inside is the 63 car, the 358 modified main event winner of Joseph Mosso. Just outside the top 5. Schatzer trying to close in on Butch Baker. You can see it's about 6/10 of a second right now between the pair as they work down the back straight away. Although Butch Baker, the KISS 97 car, closing in on the Venom Racing Super Car Series number 9 machine of Brian Lawson. Meanwhile, almost into the back of the lap cars right now, Logan Wentz looking to stay on the lead lap. We're half race distance. 15 down, 15 to go for Dylan Kinsey in car number 83 in what has been 45 feature race laps so far. And we've seen just the one yellow flag, and that came courtesy of the 358 modifieds. Logan Wentz goes upstairs, will get put a lap down there by Dylan Kinsey. Here comes Baker closing in on Lawson down through turn number 1 and 2 one more time. Lawson still holding on to the runner-up position. Lawson just started to pull away a little bit there on the 97 of Butch Baker. Baker still trying to make it work right through the middle of turn number 1 and 2. Cannot find a way by the 9 car of Brian Lawson. But as they still try to run down your race leader of Dylan Kinsey, he has led since the drop of the green flag, much to what the likes of Joseph Mosso did in your 358 modifieds. It's still Kinsey by 1.1, nearly 1 point, just a little bit over a second right now. It sort of fluctuates, but I gotta say that last lap time by Brian Lawson, quickest car on the racetrack with a 14.6. Spangler, one of the quickest cars on the racetrack as well, but he's buried down in the 9th position. Baker looks low on the inside of Lawson. He's got Kurt Schatzer right there with him as well. 8 laps left to run. And it's Dylan Kinsey in the 83. He has been the man to beat so far and keeping that 1 second gap between himself and Brian Lawson. Lawson is going to have to pray on a yellow if he wants to have any sort of chance at picking up the main event victory here at Lanier National Speedway. But again, the KISS 97 car, Butch Baker once again. Boy, he is hounding the back of the 9 car of Brian Lawson through turn number 3 and 4. But as that battle happens as well, keep an eye on the 218 of Kurt Schatzer. At the line for your race leader, 25 down, 5 laps left to run. And this is a carbon copy of what we've seen in the 358 modifieds. We've seen the yellow come as your leader was coming to get the white flag. Is it going to be deja vu right now for these drivers here on the racetrack? Or will we go green to checker here at Lanier? Still watching 2nd, 3rd and 4th on screen. Probably the best battle at the moment. In fact, let's go back to 6th and 7th right now. Morano and Baker. Morano to the outside. Baker on the inside. 6th and 7th battling right now. Bob DeGood battling back there in 8th. He's got Patrick Spangler and Michael Vecchio. So a little 5-car pack right now, but it's Morano and Baker. You've got 2 to go at the start-finish line for your race leader, Dylan Kinsey. Kinsey's got it. 3/8 of a mile, 2 circuits is all that separates Dylan Kinsey and a race victory. Morano, wheel to wheel once again with Baker. We go back up front. Your leader has taken the white flag. We're going to have 0 cautions in this main event. For the final time down the back straight away into turn number 3, off for turn number 4. The Swan Speed Shop, car number 83. Dylan Kinsey is going to visit victory lane here at Lanier. Second on that of Brian Lawson. Butch Baker comes home 3rd. 4th will be Kurt Schatzer. Joseph Mosso rounds out your top 5. Barker is going to edge out Morano for that 6th and 7th position. DeGood back in 8th. 9th, Vecchio. Wheeler going to come home in position number 10. Let's take a look at your official results. Kinsey gets the win over Lawson and Baker. That is your podium. We'll chat to those 3 drivers here briefly in just a few moments' time. Then you go back to Schatzer, Mosso rounding out your top 5. Mosso, an excellent night, winning the 358 to now getting a top 5 in the big blocks. Barker will come home 6th, Morano 7th, DeGood 8th, Vecchio 9th, Wheeler can round out your top 10. Spangler in 11th, Landis in 12th, Sigelco 3 laps down in 13th, Logan Wentz pulling it infield after what was 18 laps. He will come home in 14th, the last car, and 12 laps down. We will go trackside right now to chat to your top 3. We're just waiting on the second and third place drivers to make their way into the correct channels. But with that being said, in fact, let's see if we've got the 97. I know we've got, there we go. Let's give me a minute. Rightio, they are ready to chat to your top 3. Home in third place tonight is going to be the 97 car of Butch Baker. Butch, congratulations on the podium finish here tonight. And, well, a race that goes green to checker. How was that one?
Brett, you got me?
Yes, sir.
I heard you for a second.
Right, green to checker on that one. You come home third place. How was that one? Butch, you got a copy? All right, let's see if we can tell you what. Let's grab Brian Lawson, home in second place is going to be Brian Lawson. Brian, got a copy?
Hey, Brett, how are you?
Doing well, buddy. Hey, second place, and man, I tell you what, you pestered him there for a little bit at the start of the race, but boy, I tell you what, agreeing to check a race, and boy, you had some company there at the end. How you feeling after 30?
Oh, feeling great, man. I tried to do the same thing I did in the heat race where, I just kind of gave him one lane down below and I stayed in the middle of that slick. There was some bite coming off of there, and it was really working for me in the heat race. And, but he was he was stronger than I was down low than where I was. And, he got by me and I figured, okay, and then, I don't know, a lap 8, 10, something like that. I decided to go up top, see if there was anything there. And I think I lost a quarter of a straightaway to him and to Butch that was behind me in about 2 laps. So I went back down to where I was. And, there were times where I felt like I was gaining on him a little bit. And then I'd kind of slip up and he'd pull another couple of tenths on me. So, but all in all, good run, good race.
Hey, talk us through the mindset of trying to go right on the top shelf in turn number 1 and 2.
Say that again?
I said, talk us through what was going through your mind there to go to the top of turn number 1 and 2.
Just to see if it was faster. Since this new dirt model that they have out, it's not like the top line becomes dominant anymore. But sometimes it'll come in. So, when I felt like he was pulling away, I figured, all right, I got enough of a gap between me and third place. I'll go up and kind of test the waters, so to speak. And, like I said, I probably lost 2 or 3 tenths just in that one lap and, had to make it back up. So figured I'd get back down before they started filing past me.
Brian, congratulations on the run-over finish here in the big block modified portion of the Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder. No doubt, a lot of sponsors, a lot of great people behind the scenes that make this possible. So an opportunity to thank everybody involved.
Absolutely. Got to thank you guys for the broadcast, Coast to Ghost, for doing such a great job. Unfortunately, fortunately for them, about half of them are down in Knoxville this week for the Knoxville Nationals. That's why there was such a small field. So got to say hi to all them. Hope they're all having a blast. Got to give a shout out to Dean with Super Dirt Car Series and my guys at Venom Racing, man. Love every one of them, and we have a blast.
Brian, congratulations on second place finish here tonight.
Thanks, Brad. Have a good night.
Brian Lawson, we'll see if we can get to third place. Butch, you got a copy?
Brett.
Butch, you got a copy? Hello, Butch. Check.
Hey, there, I can hear you.
Hey, buddy, congratulations on third place. And, man, I tell you what, new paint scheme on this car, and you put it on the podium.
Yeah, I got to thank my buddy Brian Lawson for that awesome paint scheme. He knows I'm a big Kiss fan, and I was hoping I could put it on the podium so he could get some good pictures of his work for it tonight. So, and I accomplished that, so I'm happy.
Man, 30 green flag laps. We've had one caution in what has been 60 A main laps around Lanier. Obviously, Brian just alluded to it before about the lower car count. But, man, I tell you what, 30 laps just goes to show with the drivers that we have here tonight, everybody's very respectful here at the Coast to Coast.
Yeah. I hated that I got into Logan there right at the start. Everybody's fighting for that position right in the beginning, and I just was just a tad too aggressive and got him a little bit. And so I just want to apologize to Logan for that. And but yeah, we had a good run. Just had to hit our marks and stay consistent. And a lot of throttle control with these cars, and was able to do that and bring home a 2-3 finish for Venom Racing, and that was pretty cool.
Butch, congratulations on the third place finish here tonight. An opportunity to thank everybody involved on this 97 car.
Yeah, got to thank, again, Brian Lawson, Magnum Race Design, who painted the car, all my teammates at Venom Racing for all their support, Coast to Coast Racing League, you, Brent, for the broadcast, and everybody behind the scenes at Coast to Coast, and also got to thank my beautiful wife for letting me do this.
Butch, congratulations on third place. I'll see you back next week.
Thanks, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
There we go. Butch Baker home in third place. We'll chat to now your race winner driving caliber 83. This one speed shop entry of Dylan Kinsey. Dylan, congratulations on the win. And, well, you lead all 30 laps and a green to checker. You must be happy with how this race went from start to finish.
Oh, yeah. This is a huge win for me. This doesn't happen to me very often.
I mean, how are the nerves going into those last 5 laps and knowing that you spent half that race with about a second lead? How was the nerves in those final few laps?
I was counting down the laps. Got to 20. I said I can do this. I got to 10. I'm like, I got this. And then I got to 5, and I'm like, just keep hitting your marks. Don't lose it on the last 5 laps. And thankfully, I didn't lose it, and I just kept hitting my marks and stayed on the bottom.
A couple of times you had a couple of lap cars to deal with. Do you sort of get nervous around the lap cars?
Yeah, not. I don't run a mirror. I don't know if you can run them in this league, but I don't run a mirror anyway, so I didn't know how close somebody was to me. And when I caught both lap cars there on the top and bottom, I didn't know where to go, so I just stayed on the bottom. I knew Wentz was going to stay on the bottom, and he was faster than that other lap car, so I just stayed on the bottom, waited to get by the one, and then thankfully Wentz let me by.
Dylan, congratulations on the win here tonight in the Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder Summer Season Week number 9 here at Lanier. Before we let you go, of course, an opportunity to thank everybody involved on this 83 car for getting you here into victory lane.
Oh, yeah, Swan Speed Shop. All the learning experience I did over at SLR. You got everyone doing the Coast to Coast League. Doing the broadcast. My wife, kids, just all the racers, Just when I'm getting down about how I drive, I have a good race, and everyone was super clean tonight. Thanks.
There we go, Dylan Kinsey, your winner here from Lanier National Speedway, which will wrap up what is race number 2 of 3 on the program as we now move forward to the NASCAR Next Gen Cup Series. We bring in Travis Piercefield. Travis, where are you off to tonight for Summer Season Week number 9?
The week number 9 for the Next Gen Series will take us to the Irish Hills of Michigan as they'll take on that 2-mile oval. And Brett, it could continue. I don't want to jinx us, but it could be a long one with some green flag runs. We'll see if we can keep that caution-free running the rest of the night.
Now, I did say that I did thought you were going to Michigan early tonight. I did say that during the coverage. Now, I'm going to ask you. I used to see. I'm an old school iRacer, right? I've been on the service since 2010. When you come out of turn 2, just to the trees to the right, have you noticed that they look like elephants, or is that just me?
I have not noticed that, but now that's what I'm going to be looking for all night long here on this broadcast. So let me next Thursday night when we hand off, I will report my thoughts on the elephant trees in turn 2.
I'm pretty sure it's Michigan, but yes, I'm pretty sure that is the track where it looks like the somewhat of a resemblance of elephants. But anyhow, enough from me here from Ultimate Dirt TV. We're going to take a quick little break, come back live on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. On the other side, the NASCAR Next Gen Cup Series tackle Michigan Speedway with Travis Piercefield. But on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, I'm Brett Wheeler signing off for now, saying goodbye. I'll see you back next week.